Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Motivate Community Show, a place to meet spectacular speakers and community leaders in your city. And today we are in Shanghai. This is episode 14 already. And here we have really, I'm usually a host, but today it's a little different. So we have here Motivate Community Director. She will be interviewing me. So please, Daria, take over from here.
Hello, everyone. My name is Daria. Thank you, Ivana, for introducing me. Today we have this session of interviewing our facilitators, and today's session is number 14. Thank you for opening this opportunity to promote our community to Ivana because she began to do it. A little bit about our community. We are Motivate Shanghai community. We are a community of people, like-minded people. We organize weekly events like workshops on Tuesdays and trainings once a month. The events and
Daria,
workshops are all about...
can I just stop you for a second? Can you just speak closer to the microphone?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, do you want me to begin from the beginning or just continue?
Yeah, continue. It's okay.
Okay, as I said, Motivate Shanghai is a community of like-minded people. We organize self-developing events every Tuesdays in Shanghai, and also we organize trainings once a month. All of you are welcome if you're in Shanghai, but if you're not, just enjoy our videos, and it will be awesome if you will come one day to Shanghai to join our event. I would like to introduce our facilitator for the next event, which will be on 26th of March. Her name is Ivana Pazek. She is a professional coach. I would like to introduce you to you. She is a creator of Find Your Joy Factor and Live Your Ideal Life courses. As well, she is an author of the Beyond the Fairytale book series. She helps creative, independent professionals to identify their callings and find happiness in life and business. On next Tuesday, as I said, on 26th of March, she will be holding the workshop, which name is True Happiness Teaching. And let's talk about it a little bit. If Ivana, you can introduce some main points or some headlines about the workshop.
Sure. So thank you, Daria, for introducing me. Usually I do that part, so it's now nice to see someone do that for me. Yes, so as you said, I have written Beyond the Fairytale books. My first book talks about how to manifest your ideal life, like what to do, what choices to take in your life to be happy, to choose the right thing for you, to know what you want, to get what you want. So my workshop is going to be connected, like the title says, True Happiness Teachings, right? I will mostly talk about joy types. So in my second book, I explain personality types. So main personality types I like to tell in colors. So red, blue, green, and yellow. So according to these personalities, there is also happiness type attached to this, which I call joy type. So for that joy type, for example, for blue, it is excitement. For yellow, it is fulfillment, contentment. For red, it is triumph. And for green, it is appreciation. So I will be talking about these types a little bit in more detail in the workshop, and of course help you understand which type you are, because not everybody is happy in the same way, as we can see from these types. Because I like to always say, for example, if you are one type, if you are blue, how do you know if you are blue? You can have contentment in your life, you can have all the other happiness types. But if you do not have excitement, which is typical for blue personality type, then you will not feel happy. So it's important to understand this, because many times we want to copy others, what are they doing to be happy? We see some happy people having great careers, having cars, properties, clothes, whatever, and we want all of that. But sometimes it happens that we are having all of these things and are not happy. This is because we are pursuing maybe things that are not related to our joy type, right? Maybe if our joy type is fulfillment and we want to just have big family and spend time with them, but we are pursuing our career, wanting to be the best there, and in the end we succeed, but we are still not feeling happy. So this is why it's important to understand these joy types. So this is a little bit about this. Maybe I overtalked here, but we are also going to focus on what is preventing us from feeling happiness, because there are some general things that we can address relating to this. So I can also talk a little bit about this, but maybe Daria, you have some questions, maybe with what I already said, or you want me to continue?
Yep. Yep, that's really important and relevant what we're talking about right now, because the commercial and people and parents, usually they push us to get something what sometimes it not truly we want. Like sometimes maybe the commercial said like you would be happy to have like a big family, or you would be happy when you have a big house. Like some people say you will be super happy when you will look like a supermodel or like a pop star, but sometimes that's not what we really want. And it's really important to understand what makes you happy. Not many people understand it honestly and truly, and we are not taught about it in school, or not all like parents teach their kids to understand the feelings, the emotions inside what makes you happy. We don't sometimes often ask ourselves like what makes me happy. We don't analyze after what situations how do we feel. And I'm really curious right now, what type am I? What color am I? It's really like makes me so curious right now, as I want to understand it on in 2 weeks. And if you know, like we know each other maybe for 2 months already, do you have any clue what kind of types am I, or it is a long procedure to understand what type you are, like how it goes?
Okay, so this is a good question, and maybe those who are watching can also see from what I'm saying, can they guess maybe their type, right? So
Right.
yes, so usually how I help people quickly understand their type is for them to think about some difficult situation that keeps happening to them, like if they have some problem at work, or if they have some problem at home. So what is like the biggest obstacle for them right now? And you don't need to share that with me. So you don't need to share that with me. But like when you are thinking about situation, like do you have any situation in your mind right now that you can think about, like situation some that maybe bothers you that happened recently?
Okay, like for example, if I take some work situations which repeat a lot, we are talking like about some problems right now, for example, or situations which bother me as I'm thinking so much.
It doesn't matter. So something that triggered you maybe recently, and you can just remember now, maybe someone said something, or um, something happened, right, that you thought, oh, not again, or something like this.
Oh yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I got a situation. Sometimes people like ask me the same questions a lot, as I a lot speak with clients, And sometimes when I like, it's the same question when it was written in QA, frequently asked questions. And I was like, oh my God, again, I have to spend time for this. I know it's my work, but it's something what annoys me sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So when you have this kind of problem, is it, do you want to, like, it's not like you are maybe doing this, but do you want to immediately, what comes to you is say, like, find the answer by yourself, or you should already know this, or like, am I right?
Yes, yes. Like the first impression is like, oh, again, come on. It's like I said it before, or just it's written already. But then I was like, okay, that's my job. Maybe sometimes, honestly, I ask some people the same question, or it's written somewhere. And after I made it, I feel like, oh my God, I'm just that person who I hate sometimes. But then I just calm down, like not even calm down. I'm not that annoyed or angry. I was like, okay, it can be happen with everyone. Not everyone is expertise in this area. I'm just like explain again and I say like, okay, check the website, check the link, or I just do audio fast.
Okay, so it doesn't matter like that much what you are thinking about. It's more like how you are feeling about the situation. So what I'm getting is like you're irritated, you're a little angry, something like this is the first reaction, I would say, as you explained. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Something like annoying, like, oh, again.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so of course, maybe I need more time, but for someone else, and maybe more examples. But maybe from maybe our previous conversation, also what you are saying now, it feels like you are more person. So usually, what happens? So maybe I can explain a little here. So there are people who are more naturally inclined to blame themselves. So, oh, it's my fault. I didn't do this. Whatever happens doesn't matter, right? I should have thought about it before, right? And there are people who think outside. So they say, oh, you should know about this more, right? So it's like it's your fault, basically, right? So it's just natural what we do. It's not something we consciously do. It's just the first reaction that we get. And usually when we are feeling angry or irritated, it's outside, right? And when we are feeling some kind of fear, when we are feeling feelings of blame towards ourselves or unworthiness, this is like more on the inside. So I would say that you are more red personality. This means you more have triumph. So if you do not have some kind of let's call it some kind of challenges that you want to overcome, if you are not challenging yourself enough, if you this doesn't mean that you necessarily need other people. This is just challenging yourself. What are my boundaries? What can I do? So you need your personality type would be triumph, and I don't know how much you resonate with this.
It is actually true, and I'm really so like excited right now how you made it after only one question, which is I feel like not connected to like triumph for happiness. You just make a question, you understand what feelings I got, and then you come up to the answer from like for me, which is like all the way around, but you came to the right answer after just 5 minutes. Yeah, it's true. Like I love to challenge myself, and sometimes like I feel like, oh my God, I deserve it more, then I value it more, and then I feel like, okay, I feel like I deserve it, I made it, I so proud about myself, and then I feel like, yeah, I'm so happy. I feel happiness like on the procedure to get something. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yes, so what this means is that, you can have all the other types. Sometimes you want to feel contentment, sometimes you want to feel excitement, sometimes you want to feel appreciation. But if you do not have some kind of challenge, if you are not triumphing over something, then you do not really feel deeply happy. So,
That's
for So for other personality types, right? For example, excitement may be close to this. You know, you are excited when you are overcoming some challenges, but excitement is different. That you do not need to have some purpose. You know, like you can just jump from the airplane, or you know, it can be excitement over some other,
Yeah,
right? And also, if you have
I
fulfillment
see. I
type.
see. I got you.
Mm-hmm. And also for other types, if you have if you have some fear, you know, in the situation that we were discussing, if you have some fears or feeling of I'm not good enough, this is usually connected with those who are more, they want more fulfillment in their life, peace, this kind of people. So their type is more
Yes.
fulfillment or contentment. And also appreciation is more about being in positions that can help others, being an expert in some area, helping community, these kind of things. Um, Also pursuing academic challenges, like maybe even their goal can be winning Nobel Prize, something like this, you know. So if you still don't know about which type you
Yeah,
are,
like
then you are welcome to join our workshop. Um, yeah, so I will be taking, I like to talk with people, like I just talked with Daria. So I like to also help you discover your type during the workshop. So you're welcome to join, yeah. Daria, do you have any other question?
some comments. I think I have a lot of questions actually, and I think I will ask you all of them after the workshop because you know, like after the workshops, I have more questions than before. Usually, you were talking right now about different types of joyfulness, and I just realized sometimes we want to make happy our friends or our like family or person who we love, and we try to make them feel happiness through our happiness inside. I mean, like through our type or way to feel happiness. For example, if I realize right now I feel the happiness after I achieve something, then maybe I will try my sister or my friend to feel happiness through my way, which is actually maybe not the way they want, they will feel happiness. That's
Mm,
really cool that I can understand four types, and maybe then I can analyze the person who I want to make happy and give them the way to feel happy as they will do it. Like, do you got me?
yes, exactly. This makes us more conscious of other people's needs, like when we were talking about in a compassionate communication workshop that we had, like this is my need, this is your need, they are both equally
Yeah,
relevant, right? And type of happiness may not be your type of happiness, right? But of course, we are all looking from our perspective, and it's
exactly.
very easy to assume that other people have the same views, same expectations, like same happiness type. So exactly,
True.
like
That's so interesting. I feel like I would love to come to understand four types and also then analyze my friends, my family, people who I love. And when I will like to make them happy, I will think like, okay, what should I do for this? What is their type? I think it's like more person. I, I don't know how to say, but it's more about like outside how to make others, not about yourself. I think you got
exactly.
me.
Yes, this is, you know, also related to how we express love for someone else. You know, that there are some love. I don't know, there is some book, right? I don't know if you read it, about that not all people are responding to love the same way. So if we are using our own
True.
types, then other person may not feel loved. So, for example,
True.
if someone is yellow, if he has personality, if he has joy type of fulfillment, of contentment, then this person likes to have to celebrate all kinds of birthdays, all kinds of holidays, with
Wow.
family. Then it's very important for that person that this is celebrated, right? And maybe for us, if we are more like into excitement, or if we are more into triumph, want to experience some maybe radical things, then we will not really think about, for this person, it's important that this birthday is celebrated, that the family gathers, that we are all together, right? So very, very relevant.
Right. I feel like I need to invite everyone who is watching this video now. Guys, you should really come. Then you will better understand yourself and you will find a way how to feel yourself more happy in your life. Because right now, as we are talking, I feel like, right, so many times I was feeling like, even like we talk about birthdays right now. Sometimes, like, after one birthday, I feel like, oh, that's not the way I would love to do it, but my friends did it before and I thought maybe it will make me happy, but actually it's not the way of doing something. And if I will really learn about like what makes me happy, then I will make more fails in my life and will just focus on what really I need to focus to make me happy. That's great, actually. Like it's so easy. I mean, it's not that difficult, right? We're not talking about some mathematical formulas, but it's also not that what we usually do in our lives. We're just not wake up and thinking about, oh, what usually makes me happy. But it's so important. Yeah, I invite everyone to come, find your type, and just change your life through the way to make you happy every day. Even like a little bit. If I understand right now, like I enjoy the triumph or like challenges, I just can do every day a little bit what challenges me and feel little happiness every day. That's cool. I like it. I like this idea. I hope I understood it right.
Yes, and you will, I hope, more understand on the workshop, right? But also, like
Yeah,
when you were talking, so we are often like wondering, what should I buy for, birthday, this person or that person. And I feel like this is
true,
much more easier if you know their type, right? So for some people, great
true.
birthday present could be some experience, that you go and maybe learn how to climb on the mountain or something like this.
Yes,
For those who are
I'm
more
that
blue, like
person.
excitement.
Sure.
Yeah, and also, if you have dominant happiness type, this means without that happiness type or joy type, you would not really be happy. There is also, we are all so individual, so special, and we all have our types that are close to us. So it's maybe that you also have, besides your type, another type that is very dominant and important to you. So that's also good to acknowledge and realize, right? So um, just
Awesome.
being open and realizing what is important to me, I think can make a lot of difference in our life, right? As you said, we do not really think about these kind of things, and it's very basic,
Right.
like what makes
True.
me happy. So
Yes.
um,
That's actually the purpose of life. The purpose of life is being happy. But you have to find the way what makes you happy first to be happy, right? That's
right.
cool. We just spent like 10, 15 minutes of talking and I got some insights and think about what can make me happy. And I definitely come to workshop and I hope to find more about myself and my friends and my family, of course.
Great. So I feel like we already said so much, and I hope that everybody learned at least something from this interview. And usually we do short interviews. So then that's it for now, right, Daria? Do you have any other question? Oh, you are a little interrupting. Okay, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, the internet. Yeah, now I can hear you well. Would you like to talk a little bit more, or like how do you feel? Because I have never done the interviews before. What do you think?
Maybe I can just give like one closing thought, something in the end to say. Um, so we are also going to talk about on this workshop about emotions because
It sounds good.
happiness is emotion, right? And for many years, we have been focused on meditation, how to catch our thoughts, how to change our thoughts. But at the same time, if we are meditating, this doesn't mean that we are happy, right? That we are dealing with our emotions. So this is one of the workshops where we will really going to go deeper into how to deal with our emotions so that we really can be happy, naturally happy, that we don't need to fake it uh, like I'm happy and I'm showing it to other people, but real happiness, right? As I said, like true happiness teachings, right? So this is why I think this is very relevant because people are more and more realizing that there are some other aspects of who we are. There is mental body, yes, but there is also emotional body, and how we deal with our emotions becomes more and more relevant today. So since I investigated that so much, I would like to share this also with this community, um, and talk a little bit more about this because yeah, more and more I feel like this is crucial to understand. Okay, so inviting you all to come and join us if you are in Shanghai. So thank you, Daria. You were very
Yes.
lovely interviewer today for me. Oh, something is interrupting. Oh, can you hear me?
I would love to say thank you for everyone who watched this video. And I would love to say thank you to Ivana because she is a person who organized these online interviews to our facilitators, as everyone has an opportunity to watch their headlines on main topics of the workshops. I would love to say thank you, Ivana, for your time to introduce the information about workshop, and thank you for helping me to find out what type of feeling joy am I. I hope I will find more information at the workshop. I invite everyone to come. If you're in Shanghai, just come to join us. Find your type of happiness and feeling joy. And also, we will talk about emotions, as Ivana said. I hope to see you on Tuesday.
Yes, so I also hope to see you on Tuesday. As it's regularly each week we have these workshops. And thank you, Daria. It was very lovely to talk with you today. And bye for now.